He was the man and a world fucking champion. Chase Utley was so beloved in Philadelphia because he was one of us. He was blue collar, he was tough, he was gritty, he was hard-nosed, and he was California cool. His uniform was dirtier than everyone else's. He relentlessly hustled around the bases, literally running out everything, even the measly grounders back to the pitcher. All he cared about was winning. He helped the team any way he could. Nobody got hit by more pitches than Chase Utley. He was everybody's favorite Philly, and it wasn't even close. He was dubbed the man in August of 2006 by the late Harry Callis when Utley stole third base, ran through it, and scored on a Ryan Howard chopper back to the Atlanta Braves mound. Sure, we love that short, compact stroke that sent a plethora of baseballs over that short porch in right field, but we loved him because he epitomized all the intangibles you look for in a baseball player. He didn't give it 110% on every pitch. He gave it 210, and we adored him for it. But after 13 years and 1,551 games, Utley is now heading to Los Angeles. I had to buy a box of tissues during Cole Hamels' departure, but needed 10 boxes to get through the pain of Utley. I was weeping hysterically, like a million tears a minute. I didn't just cry a river, I cried a whole damn ocean. I haven't been this sad about a player leaving since Brian Dawkins. It's the end of an era, and it's sad. So is the 36-year-old Utley a Hall of Famer? Probably not, due to his knees. But if he would have stayed healthy, you bet your ass he'd be a Hall of Famer. He was a six-time All-Star in Philly, had a career average of .282, including a career-high mark of .332 in 2007. His best statistical season came in 2006 when he finished 7th in the MVP voting, hitting .309 with 32 homers, 102 RBIs, and leading the league in runs scored with 131. Who can forget the 5 homers in the 2009 World Series, tying Reggie Jackson for the most all-time in a single fall classic? He had a run of 4 straight starts in the All-Star game at second base from 2006 to 2009. His games played are the 8th most in the club's history. He's also 6th in homers with 233 and 5th in doubles with 346. His 61.7 WAR is the second best in franchise history, behind only Mike Schmidt's 106.5. But now he's gone, basically heading back home after growing up in nearby Long Beach and reuniting with former double-play partner Jimmy Rollins. The Dodgers were the ones who first drafted him, selected him in the second round of the 1997 draft, but Utley opted to honor his commitment at UCLA, and Philly then picked him up with the 15th overall selection 3 years later. He had a full no-trade clause, and reports linked him to the Dodgers and Los Angeles Angels as the possibilities. He didn't want to go anywhere but California. Utley has hit .484, 15 for 31 since returning from the disabled list August 7th due to a right ankle injury. His average is up to .217. It was just .179 prior to the injury. He's hit 5 doubles since coming back after posting just 7 prior to his stint on the DL. As of Wednesday night, we know that the Phillies will receive as of today, Thursday, the Phillies will receive AAA infielder / outfielder Darnell Sweeney and high A prospect John Ritchie. Sweeney is ranked 8th on the MLB.com second base prospect list, but he's been in the outfield more this season. He currently leads the AAA Pacific Coast League with 32 steals and will get his first big league call-up with the Phillies to replace Utley on the roster. He's the 11th ranked prospect in the Phillies organization in MLB Pipeline's updated rankings. Ritchie, meanwhile, he's 30th. Obviously, Sweeney's the main guy to look at here. The Dodgers will also receive $2 of the $6 million remaining on Utley's contract this season from the Phillies in the swap. The interest in Utley increased following a left hamstring injury to starting second baseman Howie Kendrick. Utley will be a free agent after the season, as will Rollins, and that leaves now just Ryan Howard and Carlos Ruiz as the 2 current Phillies who were part of that 2008 team. It's the end of an era, and perhaps the greatest era in Philadelphia Phillies history. I'm out of here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at TheBitterBirds. See you guys. And raise a glass to Chase Utley this weekend. He was the man.